Well, hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Just wanted to do a preview video and give you a look at the new Avarice miner that is launching this Friday. It's actually going to launch this Friday. I believe it's 6 p.m. Eastern. Um, we'll go through the white paper in this video together. And again, I was kind of looking at this off and on, but I didn't really take a look at the white paper in detail. I figured I'd do that now. You can look over my shoulder as we look through it together, and we'll go over some bullet points on how this miner will work. Now, before I get started, I do want to remind you guys that I'm not a financial advisor. Definitely not giving you any type of financial advice. I'm simply showing you projects and platforms that I'm interested in that I'm using to multiply my crypto. If you want to get into them as well, it's up to you to do your own research, do your own due diligence. And if you're going to get in, only put in risk capital, guys, funds you can afford to lose. Also, follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link for that down below in the link tree. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit subscribe, hit the little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. So that being said, guys, this is the new Avarice miner coming from the team over at Avarice and Beehive. They've partnered on this. It's pretty aggressive. It pays out 8% a day. Now, again, that 8% a day is conditional. If you're withdrawing, you're going to get way less than 8% a day. As a matter of fact, if you do early withdrawals, you're going to get hit with some serious early withdrawal taxes. Okay, so with this one, I believe the way they're trying to build this out for sustainability is they want you to compound once every 24 hours for 6 days. And then on the seventh day, you can go ahead and withdraw. Okay, they want to kind of follow that strategy. And by implementing a forced, I don't know if it's forced, well, I guess it's forced, right? It's called mandatory right here, right? So another word for force is mandatory. Um, if you do that, okay, then their theory is that this miner will run for a much longer time. Now, can you withdraw? I guess you can, but you will get hit with 88% tax. Okay, so if you do want to withdraw during that that 6 day period, then you can, but you're going to get hit with a pretty hefty tax. That's almost all of your earnings right there, 88%. Okay, so we'll go through this. Okay, you can see here. This is the front page, the front the front of the website. It's going to have stats over here: contract balance, total referral rewards, total deposits, total staked. The ROI is 8% plus. Depending on how much AVC tokens you're going to stake, you can receive a bonus APY of 0.5% all the way up to 4%. So let's say you're getting the max, that's 8 plus 4. You can make up to 12% a day with this. Now, I've said this before, I'll say it again. This is ultra aggressive, guys. Okay. So again, enter at your own risk. Make sure you know what you're doing. For me, the risk outweighs the risk justifies the rewards because I look at it like, okay, if it's going to pay out up to 12%, now I know it's not going to pay exactly 12%. That's not a fixed or static number. It's going to be dependent on my behavior, okay? But let's just say for easy math, because I got to, wrap my head around some numbers, right? 100% divided by, let's say, 12%. Um, then if this runs for 8.33 days, I will break even. Okay. And if it runs any more than that, every day above and beyond the 8.33 days is pure profit. Okay. Now let's say it pays out 10%, same concept, 100% divided by, let's say I'm getting 10% a day, then I need it to run for 10 days. Okay. Anything above and beyond 10 days will be pure profit. Um, So, will it run for longer than that? We'll have to wait and see. I mean, there's no way you can tell with these things, you know what I mean? That's why it's imperative that you only put in risk capital. Now, if this is way too risky and it's way above your level of your tolerance for risk, then don't get in. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Don't even bother to get in. If you want, you could just take your ABC tokens, stake them on the platform, stake them for X amount of time, let your stakes mature, collect your stakes, restake your tokens, collect your dividends, and wash, rinse, repeat. I'm still over on the staking side of the Avarice website, and we're staking all the time. Okay, this may be way above what your tolerance level is for risk, but if you are someone who likes these type of platforms, because there are there's a certain demographic of people that love these type of platforms. Okay, there's also a certain demographic of people that don't like these platforms. If you're the type that likes these platforms, that you want to scratch that gambling itch, and you want to see if you can surpass that 8 day, 10 day mark, break even, and then have pure profits moving forward, then this might be something you might want to take a look at, because it does have a unique feature. We've seen a lot of miners in the past, and they're all kind of copycat, uh, they're all the same, right? With this one, there is a little bit of a difference where they've created a utility for the Avarice token, and you can receive extra bonus APYs for simply staking your ABC tokens in here, which, by the way, you can stake them and you can unstake them as well. The BNB that you put in here, it's locked in here. Okay, it's like a regular miner. You can't pull it out. However, the AVC tokens that you stake in here for bonus APY, that you can unstake. Okay. So here, I'm going to show you that here in a second. Here's the project details. There's a referral reward, 3%. There's a 5% dev fee, 6 times mandatory compound. You can compound once every 24 hours. So essentially, you're compounding 6 days of the week. And you're on the seventh day, you can, withdraw, right? And then you would wash, rinse, repeat that same process on a weekly basis. There is a 24-hour compound timer, so you can't compound more than once every 24 hours. You can't just simply compound every hour. You compound once every 24 hours. And if you don't do anything, if you don't compound claim nothing for 36 hours, your rewards will stop until you do another action on the site. You can see here there is an 88% tax for early withdrawals that are made within that six-day time period, I believe. We'll go through it in the white paper for more details, but I believe that's what they're referring to. This is what the miner looks like. You click on miner. Again, none of this is live yet. It'll go live on Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Here you have the little countdown timer here. Here's where you would input your BNB. Okay. 1 BNB, 5 BNB, 10 BNB, whatever. You deposit it. And then here's your compound and claim button. Okay. Here you'll be compounding. Here I guess you can claim right here, but it's warning you that you will get hit with a hefty tax. Okay. Again, if you're not okay with that, if you don't like, that in place, and you want to say, well, I don't want any tax, I want to be able to do what I want to do, then just don't get into the miner, because that's what they've put in place to, I guess, quote unquote, force people to compound and not drain it right out the gate. Okay, it is what it is, right? Here's where you would stake your ABC tokens. You take your ABC tokens, you can go ahead and stake them in here. You input how many you want to stake, you approve, you stake. Here you can also unstake, right? If you want to buy AVC tokens, you can go here. I believe it'll put it in the lobby for you. And I mean, that's the only way you can buy them, right? It's not like you can buy them on PancakeSwap. So I'm assuming that it'll allow you to interact with the lobby. Then here's your stats. Okay, you'll see how much your APY is. Well, you'll be getting your APY, and then this is your APY bonus based on the AVC tokens that you staked. Okay. So if we go to the white paper, this is the white paper. Let me see here. I think it's huge. All right, so Avarice miner. Let's see here. The next utility of the Avarice token, first step of an ecosystem. Avarice has exploded at an amazing rate. The ABC team has partnered with the founder of the DeFi Beehive, and together they're launching the first expansion of an Avarice ecosystem. By the way, this is the first time I'm actually reading this. We're kind of going through it together. You're looking over my shoulder as I'm doing it. We're paving the way for new, unique, and innovative ways to add more utility behind the AVC token while reinforcing the original Avarice protocol. The ROI miner model is like no other. Welcome to the Avarice miner. So let's take a look at this. Traditional RO miners have come a long way. I mean, at one point, miners were like the hottest thing. There was like a new miner coming out every week or every couple of days, and people were jumping into these miners. I mean, they were jumping into them, and the key to these miners were to get in when they first launched. If you got in late, then you're pretty much SOL. I mean, there's you had to get in early, especially these old school miners that were essentially get in first, and then hope that you can ROI. Um, of course, these miners were an evolution of the old school ROI contracts, basic ROI contracts, because there is an algorithm to these miners where if you are withdrawing, okay, and you're claiming, well, withdrawing, right, it drops your APY that you're getting. And then if you are compounding, then it's going to reward you by boosting up your APY. So old school, the old school miners didn't have that. You can just simply withdraw, and simply drain out the contract. Okay. So the miners were an evolution of that. This seems to be an evolution of the miners, where they've added this bonus APY for staking ABC tokens. Anyway, deposit BNB earn an average 8% daily ROI, which algorithmically fluctuates depending on the amount deposited, withdrawn, and miners hired. Users have three options: compound, claim, or stake ABC. Staking ABC tokens grants a scaling APY bonus, retraceable or retractable at any time. This is considered a compound function and abiding by the 24-hour compound cooldown timer, excuse me, the 24-hour compound cooldown timer. So users must wait 24 hours after their initial deposit to be able to stake ABC and receive the bonus. Users are paid out via BNB depending on how many miners hired, aka BNB deposited, and ABC staked, if any. Again, staking ABC tokens is optional. You don't have to do that. You can simply just put in BNB and get up to 8% a day. If you want to boost that, then you can stake your ABC tokens in here. Also, a portion of fees from the deposits are directly injected back into the Avarice BNB pool. Okay, so what is it, a 5% fee when you're depositing into this miner? So a portion of that, okay, not the whole 5%, but a portion of it is going to go into it's going to go back into the Avarice BNB pool. So I guess that's how they're linking it together, and how the original uh, Avarice staking protocol is going to benefit from this new miner. So here's the features. Okay, I think I covered most of this. It was already on the website. 8% average daily, 3% referral rewards, early, late investor equality, meaning to say that people who as I mentioned before, the old school miners, it was like a race to get in. With this, of course, it's going to benefit you to get in, but for people that do come in a little bit later, I believe the way they've equalized that is they're going to be able to get miners at a lower rate or something to that effect. Um, that's what I read in the Telegram. I could be wrong about that, but there is a way that they've equated that. So people who don't get in early, it's still a good opportunity for them. Now, that being said, I want to keep it 100 with you guys. You guys are subscribers on this channel. Follow me on Telegram. Better to be early than late if you're going to get in at all. Okay. If you're not going to get in, then that's fine. But if you are, better early than late. Okay. There's a 24-hour compound timer, 36-hour ghost reward cutoff, and 88% tax on early claims. Okay. Within the 6 days, if you claim, you're going to get hit with a hefty tax. Okay. Up to 4% ROI bonus via ABC staking. And again, it's going to reinforce the original Avarice protocol. So the dynamic daily ROI, we've already talked about that. So the daily ROI is dynamic, fluctuating between as low as 2% up to as high as 20%, 24% for the day. That's interesting. So we can go as low as 2%, which 2% is still high, right? If we were looking at a contract that was paying out 2% a day, that would be considered pretty high. Most of the contracts that I'm in are 1% or under. So 2% is still pretty high, but it can go as high as 24%. Just wondering how that math works. I got my math is, I don't know if it's, how does that work? How are they paying out 24%? Okay. Anyway, I'll probably ask over on Telegram. So depending on the number of hired miners in circulation to deposits and withdrawals, this logic is far more efficient for sustainability than one flat steady rate. The system is most beneficial for everyone when there are more new deposits coming in than claims and withdrawals going out. So more deposits than withdrawals, the daily percentage goes up. More withdrawals than deposits, the daily percentage goes down. Here you can hire miners. Hiring miners essentially is you depositing BNB. Okay. Um, So with the Avarice miner, after weeks of rigorous testing and adjustments, the Avarice miner will supply miners at an inflationary scale. Early investors always have time advantage via daily compound, but as time goes on, miners become cheaper. So that's what they're saying. People who come in a little bit later, they're going to get miners at a cheaper cost. The people who came in first, so it kind of levels out the playing field, so to speak. But like I said, better early than late. Okay, if you're going to get in. Um, So deposit compound claim, it's a minimum deposit of 0.01 BNB, 24-hour compound timer. If you don't do anything or no action or you don't withdraw or compound 36 hours, then your earnings cut off until you do something else. So every 24 hours, you do have to come in there and compound. Okay. Initial BNB deposits are non-refundable. We already talked about that. Once deposited, users have two options aside from staking ABC: compound or claim. You can compound once every 24 hours. If no action is taken for 36 consecutive hours, then rewards are paused. Um, all right. So it seems like I've mentioned that already 3 or 4 times. Here's the ABC token staking bonus. Okay, so by staking ABC tokens, there's a total of up to 4% bonus to be had, broken up into 0.5% levels. The scaling bonus will always be pegged to the ABC BNB price of the previous day in the original Avarice BNB lobby. So note, each AVC stake or unstake is considered a compound function. Be mindful of the 24-hour compound cooldown timer. So this is the amount of AVC per level. Okay. Now again, the price of AVC always fluctuates, so they're using BNB as the guide. Okay, so however much AVC tokens are you're able to purchase with this much BNB is what you would need to stake to receive this bonus. Okay, so for example, if you put in 0.25 BNB worth of AVC, you'll get a 1% bonus on top of the 8%. You put in 3.5 BNB worth of ABC tokens, 4%. Okay. I think you have to put in each level though. It's not like you can put in 3.5% and now you're at 4%. I think you have to do all of these levels. So in other words, you have to put 0.1 BNB for level 1, 0.25 BNB for level 2, 0.5 BNB for level 3, 0.8 BNB for level 4, etc., etc. So if you want this 4%, you would have had to stake 3.5 BNB plus 2.5 BNB plus 1.75, whatever the math is. They're all this BNB combined. You would have, now you're getting 4%. I believe that's what it is based on what I'm looking at. Could be wrong, okay, but I don't think so. I think that's how it's going to work. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty much the meat and potatoes of it. 5% fee on deposit. Claiming earlier than the 6 days will overwork your miners and result in a substantial 50% loss of your take. Um, hmm. Be sure to stay mindful and compound 6 days, claim on the 7th, and so on. Portion of these fees are routed directly back into the Avarice BNB pool via ABC owners manually. Everything is connected, as well as a 5% fee on withdrawals, which will contribute to further marketing and overall project functionality and sustainability. Okay. So yeah, this is kind of it's kind of the same thing. Okay, they've kind of mentioned it 3 or 4 times. Compound 6 days a week, take profits on the 7th, wash, rinse, repeat. If you don't take any action for 3 days, then you won't get any rewards, and you're only able to compound once every 24 hours. It seems like they've just kind of reworded it several different times on different pages. We get it, right? 6-to-1 strategy. Okay. And that's it. You can follow them on Twitter and obviously their Telegram. But yeah, all in all, this is going to be highly aggressive. Obviously, the fact you're getting 8%, it's an 8% miner plus an additional up to 4% on top of that. That should tell you that this is ultra aggressive. So only put in what you can afford to lose, guys. Only put in risk capital. If you don't, and you're putting funds in here that you have no business putting in, it's just not going to be a good time for you. Anytime you do that with a platform, it's just, you're stressed. Okay. So again, I do want to emphasize only putting in risk capital into this if you're going to get in at all. Okay. So if you are going to get in, it launches Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll do another video as we get closer to that, but I did want to, put it on your radar, give you a preview and just kind of show you the white paper. Since I was going to look at it anyway, might as well we look at it together. Okay. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Yeah, follow me on Telegram, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. And hopefully this brings, an additional use case to the AVC tokens. I'm supporting this because number one, I'm holding a ton of AVC tokens. It's coming from the Avarice, the original Avarice team. I'm still working with the original stake, lobby and staking protocol, and this might be a good source of profits, assuming that we can make 8 plus 4% up to 12% on this per day. Okay, I don't really get into a lot of platforms that are paying that much, but again, I will make an exception to the rule depending on who the platform is coming from, and if I'm already connected to an existing project that they're a part of. So yeah, we'll do another video as we move forward, guys. Just wanted to put this on your radar. That's pretty much it for this, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.